y'all, it is Hope at Crafty Hope, and I am working on my final 3 cards for the Southern Gals 5 Men Challenge that was on Instagram in August. So these are cards 27, 28, and 31. I picked and chose what cards I included in this in these videos because some of them just were no good, and some I was like, no, I like them, and I want to show y'all how I did them. Now this, like I said, was a challenge in August that was to do 5 minutes of art, and that's all it was 5 minutes of art. So you see I've got a timer there, and I am working on some Uno cards that I just covered with scrap pieces of paper. This one was some newsprint that I had on there, and I collaged on some kind of underpaper I had there, and I think I do that in the last one too, but the last one's a special one. Um, this one, I don't know what it was, just something I had. And then I've watered down some Payne's Gray acrylic paint. That's the Master's Touch, which is the Hobby Lobby brand, and I'm just kind of spreading that over there. I didn't want to cover up too much of the pretty colors that I had on there, but yeah, I ended up doing it. There, I'm trying to use a Stabilo all pencil in white to get some marks on there. They're not coming through a lot because that paint is still kind of wet, so I am, you see, I'm trying to wipe it off. I'm trying to wipe off some of the paint that's getting on the tip of the pencil, but I'm gonna try this here, I think, real quick. I think. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know. I'm going too long. Now I've come back here. That is just some embroidery floss in a couple different colors that was on my desk that I was like, I had it just sitting there to throw into something, and because it had that kind of corally color that's already on the card, I thought, okay, well that'll work. So y'all saw that. I just used some matte gel medium, tossed that on there, and then I had these stickers that were from Tiffany in one of her giblet packages she sent me. Well, the giblet package she sent me. So she had a couple little stickers in there. I think that might be her art. I'm not positive. Nothing was labeled. So, but I really love them. So I threw that sticker on there because, again, it had some of the same colors that were already on there. And I grabbed these metallic stickers from Tim Holtz and found a one that says Rise Above. And see, I'm putting up there in above in the upper right, and there my timer goes off. And so that was my 5 minutes for this first one. This was card, what did I say, 27, and you'll get a look at all of these at the end of the video. So the second one has a book page on it with some, I don't know, some paint on it. Something. Like I said, I was just using scrap stuff when I glued these down. And then I'm going to use my Ohu glue stick again and add just a little bit of collage just to kind of break up what's going on there. And I think this piece here is actually a piece from the day before. Yeah, it has that little peach and yellow in it. And then that is just some of the edges of some old notebook paper. And so I'm going to glue that down, and then I've got up there, you can see that is some Dino Wakley Media acrylic paint in fuchsia, and I am going to get that out. This is the old containers that the Dino Wakley paint was in, and so I'm trying to go through it because it's starting to get kind of icky, so that's my bad. Now I'm just going to scribble that around a little bit, just like that, on the card, and then I'm smushing it off on that other piece of paper. Now that piece of paper will come into play in this last card I'm going to show you, because that's my little intro paper that I've been using to show the hashtag for the challenge. So I don't know why I did that, but it ended up working its way into this final card. So I did a couple scribbles there with my Stipolo all pencil, which I love, and it's been kind of my jam lately, is just to do random scribbles and then wet them. And here I'm looking for a sentiment of some kind because, I don't know, I'm all about the words, gotta add the sentiments. And this is a printout from Sean Petite. I'll put a link below to her site. I think you have to be a subscriber, and I think there's a password to get to the freebies she has, but you can do all that on her site. You'll get the email, and she has some beautiful download freebie things. So I cut that one out and decided it was just too long, and yeah, and there was no way for me to cut it down in a way that I thought flowed. So I found another one that says drink in the wild air. So I thought that kind of worked because I don't know, the scribbles I have down there are kind of like wild and free feeling, kind of like floating in the air. So I thought that worked. And I am breaking out my handcraft stamps. These are just erasers that I've carved. I'll put a link up here on the right corner to where you can see how I do the handcraft stamps, the materials, and all of that. And I'm using some what looks like peacock feather distress oxide to do a couple little stamps. And my time has already run out. And with these cards, my goal was to just start with the 5 minutes, and if I went over, I went over. But I didn't. I tried not to go over by much. So I am gluing down my little sentiment with my Oohoo glue stick, and I think that's going to be it for this one. No, I'm going to actually, I think I'm going to take that Distress Oxide and maybe edge the card with it a little bit just to, no, I decided to use my Stabilo. How about that? I knew there was some edging in there, so I'm going to go around with my Stabilo all pencil and probably around the word maybe. I don't know. You'll see it. Um, so I don't know. It's been months since I did these, and the hurricane got me kind of all off track, so everything's running way behind. So, all right, so there is that card, and this is the final card draw. This is card 31. It's the last day of August. And I am using my little paper there that I used it kind of as under paper through the whole project, and I'm just going to tear out some of the little yummy bits that I thought were cool from it. And like I said, it kind of helps conclude this whole project for me, this whole challenge from Tiffany. And so, yeah, so I'm just tearing those up, and you'll see that the paper I have there, that under paper, is kind of like the last card, um, or the last one I showed you. Anyway, so I am putting these little snippets of yummy all over here. And again, using my Oohoo glue stick. And these last couple ones, I really was relying on very few materials to get them done. I kind of knew at this point that it didn't take much to really make something kind of beautiful. And that's what this 5 minute challenge kind of taught me. And I think that's what Tiffany was trying to get at. So if y'all want to try just a 5 minute challenge every day for a month, it's perfect to kind of get your juices flowing and seeing what you need, and how much you can do in 5 minutes. Alright, so that is a Neocolor 2 water soluble crayon that I've just scribbled on there. This kind of almost resembles the last card there, but I don't know. Yeah, because it's got the magenta. Anyway, and then I decided to do some bow shapes with a Stabilo Woody. That's kind of the turquoisey one. I don't know what I was doing. But I drew some bow shapes, and I'm going to dry this real quick because I had wet it, activating that Neocolor. And this is some kind of glitter pen, I think. I think it's just the black one, and I think maybe it's a Bria Reese, but I'm not positive. I think I got it at Tuesday morning. And I just added a few little marks. I like that brush pen and how it gives it that really big pop. So that worked out, I don't know, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, I think. So, and now I'm digging through something, probably trying to find either a word, yep, a word, um, or something. Now, these are words that I typed up and printed out on my own computer. I have saved them into a Google Drive PDF file, and I'll share that below if you want to print out the words that I wrote up. I decided that, I didn't have to use somebody else's words. I could find words that meant something to me and print those out. So you could do that, or you could use some of the ones I have. And yeah, so like I said, I'm going to share those with you. And I decided I didn't want to put that down just plain white, so I'm using Distress Oxide and Wild Honey. And I just kind of like, yeah, you saw what I did. I just covered that that little snippet with it, and I'm having trouble getting it dry. But what did I think I wrote "Seek Beautiful Moments" on it. And so I am going to break out that Oohoo glue stick again and glue that down. And then I am going to go around the outside of this one with that Wild Honey Distress Oxide to finish it up. And I think that's probably it for this page. We'll see. But I'm going to have some pictures of these cards here at the end for you. Oh, there's Stabilo All. And if you have any questions, let me know. Make sure if you like this to hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching, and let's see what I've got coming up after these, now that I finish these. All right, y'all. Keep on crafting on. Bye.